So Ashley Dupre was set to write a book and do a reality series. And
tell everybody who Ashley Dupre is.
Ashley Dupre, the prostitute who got caught sleeping with former governor of New York, Eliot Spitzer.
He was, what, client number 9?
Client number 9, I think, is what he was, yeah. And she's also, was last month's Playmate. She wasn't the Playmate of the Month, but she did a whole spread.
She did a whole spread. I think she was on the cover as well.
She was on the cover, yeah.
Yeah. So, she's looking for ways to cash in, and she wants to write a tell-all book about her steamy love affair with Eliot Spitzer, right? And
I think it's been told.
Right.
I think all have been told.
And if you listen to Howard Stern even for a minute, you would have heard something about that, because she's been on the show a number of times, and she's a guest that he loves and talks about it pretty openly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because she says that 3 different publishers promised her the book. They promised her the deal, and then they decided to drop her last minute. And she says that she thinks it's political reasons. She thinks that Spitzer's people are pressuring the publishers to drop her. And she's saying, I'm not going to give up. I'm determined to write this tell-all book. It's going to happen, and I want the reality series too. But I love this story because I was so upset at the fact that everyone wanted to reward her for everything that happened. Like, oh, let's give her a $2 million book deal. We want to hear her story. But now it's like, yeah, we're not that interested.
Well, it's more that you're going to be disappointed, because eventually it's going to get published, and somebody's going to come out. And the other thing I question is what kind of political power and people Eliot Spitzer has.
Yeah.
I mean, Spitzer has friends who may be in publishing who say, yeah, maybe we shouldn't do this. Eliot's a buddy of mine. But he doesn't really have that much political power.
And also, he doesn't
to
have
shut
friends at every publishing house.
No, he doesn't have friends at every.
Also, eventually you go to Rupert Murdoch's publishing house, and they hate Eliot Spitzer.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get it, Regency, that's their sort of conservative publishing wing, publish it there. Also, I'm going to give you as a little tip for everyone. When anyone says the sentence, "it is because of politics," they don't know what they're talking about. Yeah. Like the way to say that is, and if you know it, a political pressure was exerted on someone, and you would just know it.
Yeah.
It is because of politics. That just means I didn't get my way.
Right.
That means I lost something.
But she's going to get her book, and maybe she's going to get a lot of money because that book is going to sell.
I don't know that it will, and
I think it
suspect is why. But it's over. It's been 2 years, and her thing is
people are. I mean, Tracy Lords wrote a book 17 years after.
That's different, but people didn't know what had happened to Tracy Lords. They knew the story, but they didn't know the details of a young girl under 18 getting sort of sucked into this agency.
All right, we'll make a bet right now that we'll never collect on, but I think it will be a huge bestseller. I think it will be off the charts. I think they will make back whatever investment they make in the book. I think
it'll get published. As a tell-all about Eliot Spitzer, no one gives. 18 months ago, maybe.
It's the life of a high-priced call girl, and that is always interesting to people.
Okay, but then that's what it has to be. And that's
this makes it even more interesting, scurrilous, what have you. But
then why hasn't it been published?
Because it's a politics. It is because of politics. Yeah,
All right, well, we'll see.
It'll happen.